Welcome back to another episode of The Canon. Today we'll be looking at basically Spider-Man and his gigantic cast. Alright, Spider-Man Homecoming has added to the cast. Did we talk about Hannibal Buress yet? I can't keep track.
No.
Hannibal Buress is in this movie. Bokeem Woodbine is added and rumored to be a villain.
Yeah.
We have Michael Mando from some show that Sal calls Better Call Saul.
Come on.
Don't know what
do you
that
mean
is.
Some show? It's a big show.
And then we have Abram Attah from the breakout movie Beast of No Nation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's like 12 or something.
He's pretty young.
So now we got Tom Holland as Peter Parker, who in real life is 19. And then we got a bunch of young guys that are actually like teenagers. So this is starting to get a little weird. So, Sal, what do you think about these additions? And what do you think about this cast overall?
It's amazing. I don't think we've ever gotten this many castings. Whether they're big or small, we don't know. But we haven't got this many castings in such a short amount of time in this comic book era, I don't think. At least since we've been reporting. So it's exciting. I don't know how big all of their parts will be. That's one thing when you have all these castings, you got to kind of think that most of them aren't going to play major roles. But for this wave, you know, they're pretty big named actors,
right?
Secondary actors. So you know, we hope, and I hope that they're going to play, you know, a pretty minor big role. I guess you can medium role. I don't know what you want to call it, medium but most excited for Abraham Attah. I mean, I loved him. I love that Beast of No Nations. You know, and he got great recognition that wasn't the Oscars, which he should have.
Yeah.
But he did get really, and the whole movie as a whole got really good recognition besides the big one. So I'm glad that he has gotten casted in his, you know, first big feature film. And Hannibal Buress, I don't know what the hell he's gonna fit into this, so that's gonna be odd.
I'm just laughing thinking about it.
Yeah, so
I hope it's him and Donald Glover's like two bullies for no reason. Like they look just way older than everybody.
Yeah, like Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers.
Yeah. They're just in there talking crap, cracking jokes on Peter. You know, I know it won't be that, but.
And then Michael Mando, great guy in Better Call Saul. Loved him in that. And then Bokeem Woodbine, I didn't hear about him till this, but
I've seen him. He's in so many movies.
Yeah, he's in a lot. Yeah, he was in a lot.
Always minor, yeah.
But most recently won a couple awards, I think, and nominated for stuff in the TV series Fargo on FX for supporting actor. So, you know, again, a lot of these guys have done great things in their past roles, and you know, excited to see. Some new pictures came out today or yesterday. I don't know where they were, but everyone was dressed up in like a tie, a shirt and tie.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was. I don't think it was them. Yeah, it might have been the school.
I forgot what it's called. Yeah, he's at some school, some like prep school or whatever.
What do you think about these castings?
It's ridiculous, man. I remember back in the good old days when you had Marissa Tomei, Tom Holland, and some girl named Zendaya. That was it.
Yeah.
So that's all we knew. Now it's exploded and it's probably going to continue to go. But it is weird because, okay, here's two issues. First issue is you got a lot of characters or a lot of actors and extras that we feel are going to be minor characters. So then why do you announce them in this type of way? How many movies where, you know, best friend A or, you know, security guard B are announced? You know that's, and then these are names that are known, and I can't just see Hannibal Buress or, you know, Michael Mando, even though I don't really know him, but I'm using him as an example, being in the movie for like a scene, you know. So that to me tells me they're using them more than just minor, and I gotta wonder how you're gonna fit them all. Second part, Woodbine has been rumored to be a villain. This is the third villain that we've heard. Michael Keaton, we know, is going to be the main villain. Whatever they decide to go with, people think Vulture is going to be it. Then we have Logan Green Marshall, or Logan Marshall Green, whatever.
I think it's Marshall Green.
he's rumored to be the secondary villain. So now we got a third villain. Amazing Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2 said 3 times that movie pops up on your TV. That movie was horrible. It was overcrowded with villains. Now, Spider-Man has the best rogues gallery next to Batman. Hands down, I would say. He has amazing villains. I don't think for your first movie you can throw them all in here, though.
Especially a coming-of-age movie.
And then you look at the bad movie in the Amazing Spider-Man series was the second one with all the villains. The bad movie in the original Spider-Man series was the third one. You only had 2 villains, kind of. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, once you do multiple villains in these Spider-Man movies, they just don't work.
Yeah.
And so I'm scared of what direction this is going in. While it's exciting to hear a lot of young names, a lot of known names, a lot of diversity that people were like, yeah, it's so diverse. That's cool and all, but what is the direction?
Yeah.
How is this a Ferris Bueller day off?
I think it's just going to be so many things happening. That's what they're shooting for. Because he just became Spider-Man recently. Mm-hmm. So all these things are happening, and he doesn't know how to handle it, and just chaos, basically. And if that's what they're going for, I hope they know what they're doing. And it seems like that's what they are doing as of right now.
Are you worried?
Yeah, because you have the blueprints from Amazing Spider-Man 2 and then Spider-Man 3. So, you know, history can rewrite itself.
Yeah.
And we can have a bad movie.
And individually, I love the casting. Like, each person, I'm like, oh, especially someone I recognize, I'm like, yeah, they'll be good supporting. But it's just like, overall, I am worried. I am worried. Because you got to get these kids, especially these young kids, you got to get them time to shine with Peter, I think. And maybe he has a little crew. I don't know. I don't know where this is going. It's probably going to suck. I'm not seeing it. Just kidding. All right. Next up, good old Power Rangers. They released a new poster. Sal, did you see the poster?
No.
Okay, let's not talk about poster. But Bryan Cranston is now Lex. I'm just kidding. Is he Lord? But he's Zordon. I think it's Lord Zordon. He was the bald guy kind of floating in that weird tube in the Power Rangers TV show. It's now going to be Bryan Cranston's bald floating head in there. Yeah. And that's funny. So what do you think about that casting?
I was 100% surprised. I didn't know he was up for anything. For anything in superhero stuff. I mean, the only thing we heard of was little smatterings of Lex Luthor. How it seems like 5 years ago now. But so him showing up in this is definitely surprising, and someone already made a video with him from Breaking Bad in the Zordon too, and it was hilarious. So we'll see how it goes with that. Yeah, I just can't get him out of my mind as Walter White in that too. But great for him, great for the movie. I'm excited for this. I don't have the highest of expectations, not that I have low ones, but I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get myself too excited. But I think I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised from what we're seeing so far.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think this brings some legitimacy to the movie that wasn't there before. Some credit. Is Cranston a top actor? It's hard to say that, but
I think he is, without a doubt.
I would say top talent, at least. When they sign on to stuff, it's usually a sign that it has, a good direction, because they wouldn't if, it didn't. So yeah, that helps. Now, the poster, I did see it. Basically, it's 2 parts to the poster, and a lot of people really like it. I like part of it. The top part is kind of like the stars formating the Power Ranger symbol, which is kind of a lightning bolt, and I like that part. It's kind of cool, and then I think it says "Together we are more," which is a really weird slogan. The second part is the cast, like in the sunset, and like all of them are standing on a car except for one. It is so weird. Oh, yeah, that is weird. It is so weird. Like, they all look like a emo punk rock band, And whoever the ones, probably Zach, that's not standing on the car is like, why is he not on the car? Like, did he not fit on the car? Did he not want to stay on the car? He has a fear of heights. What exactly is going on with this car picture? You know, did he show up late? You're like, what happened? And it's just really, really weird. Like, the the top of the poster is intriguing, and then you get to the bottom, you're like, what the hell are they doing? So Sal, as you can see, is distracted. He finally looked it up. Sal, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just odd seeing him on the side right there. Maybe he becomes the Green Ranger.
I don't know. I would not like the Black Ranger become the Green Ranger.
Yeah, that would probably... There's no progress in that.
Unless you open up the gates for the black man to be a Black Ranger, then I'd be okay with it. But yeah, so...
Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. Whatever.
Do you
Awesome.
know the thoughts on the weird poster? You like it?
I like the lightning bolt symbol.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Yeah, there's something behind them standing on the car. Wait, why are they on the car?
I don't know. I'm like, aren't they heroes? Isn't it a little reckless to be standing on people's cars? The problem to me is, I know a lot of people liked it. The problem to me is, if I just looked at this, I wouldn't know it was a Power Rangers.
Oh, no,
poster
not at all.
if you didn't tell me it was.
I mean, I know the lightning bolt, but I wouldn't
barely.
know that. I wouldn't have known that.
I would have thought Flash or something, or I didn't know what that would have been. Honestly, it looks kind of like Fast and Furious poster. But the tagline, "Together We Are More," I've never heard that with the Power Rangers. The bolt you can recognize, but then I'm just standing around in this car. I'm like, oh, what is this? So that's my problem with it. Sal's confuzzled. All right, so we'll move on. I almost said Warner Brothers. Marvel, Disney dropped some synopsises. I don't know if that's the right
synopsis. Oh, synopsis.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right plural, but they dropped one for Doctor Strange, and it reads as follows: Marvel's Doctor Strange follows the story of the talented neurosurgeon Dr. Stephen Strange, who after a tragic car accident must put ego aside and learn the secrets of a hidden world of mysticism and alternate dimensions. Based in New York City's Greenwich Village, Doctor Strange must act as an intermediary between the real world and what lies beyond, utilizing a vast array of metaphysical abilities and artifacts to protect the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sal, what do you think of that synopsis?
I'm going to say the same thing I said with Justice League. We already kind of knew what was going on from the teaser trailer they gave us, because it's not really a teaser trailer, it was a trailer. Yeah, I'm still excited for the movie, but synopsis is something movie studios have to come out with, and usually, well, now with comic book movies, you're going to get something before the synopsis that's already going to tell you what the synopsis is. So, yeah, not much to say about this one for me.
So the part that intrigues me is that it says he has to protect the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
True. It's
really weird that they literally reference the MCU in the synopsis. For me, that's...
I guess so. I didn't really realize that.
And we know as...
It's like a meta synopsis.
Yeah, we know as the Sorcerer Supreme, eventually he's like protector. But kind of in the first movie to kind of talk about him protecting the MCU as a whole really sets it up where he has a huge part coming up. Even though as a new character, we don't know how people are going to react to him. But it's setting up to be like a character that has more power than everybody we've seen before. So I think it's interesting that they're going to go there that early, and that they put it right in November. Synopsis. Yeah. Well, with his first movie, and you put it in the synopsis, you know, if I'm new to this and I'm reading this, and I'm like, whoa, protector of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, kind of heavy stuff. Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting. Sal does not know what a silent vibrate button looks like. Anything else on Doctor Strange? Pretty cookie cutter for Sal.
We're gonna see new stuff from Comic-Con, I'm sure. So
yeah, Comic-Con. Man. All right, so next up we got Guardians of the Galaxy 2, or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Sorry. And the synopsis reads: Set to the backdrop of Awesome Mixtape number 2, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 continues the team's adventures as they traverse the outer reaches of the cosmos. The Guardians must fight to keep their newfound family together as they unravel the mystery of Peter Quill's true parentage. Old foes become new allies, and fan favorite characters from the classic comics will come to our heroes' aid as the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to expand. Second time to use Marvel Cinematic Universe in the synopsis.
Yeah, and I don't know. We should probably go back and look to other synopses from other movies, see if they reference MCU. But the thing I found interesting about this was them keeping their newfound family together. It seems like they're gonna have some sort of challenges throughout the way, which obviously everyone does in a movie. That's what makes movies good. But challenges that will potentially break up this band of misfits. And we don't know, there could be others within the team. They might add other people to their intermediate team, sorry. And so that might mean that, or it might mean just the big 4 or 5. And so yeah, that's the thing I found most, and that his Peter Quill's dad is going to play a big part in this too.
Yeah, I think this is opposite of cookie cutter. There's a lot of good stuff in there. We've been talking about, are we going to see Star-Lord's dad? We talked about Kurt Russell might be his dad. We talked about Adam Warlock might be his dad. We know he's someone special in the MCU. But, come on, there's only one part about the synopsis that needs to be talked about. Fan favorite characters from the comics are going to come to the hero's aid. If you don't know what a tease sounds like, that's a tease. Who is coming in the Guardians that we haven't seen yet? That and fan favorites.
Yeah.
We've seen Spider-Man, we've seen the Hulk, we've seen Captain America. It ain't gonna be Wolverine or nobody, or maybe it will be. Who knows?
I think it's gonna be characters that were their inception was in Guardians, so they're a Guardians character.
Like who?
I don't know. I don't read Guardians.
But I don't think a lot of people read Guardians, so I think these have to be Marvel fan favorites.
I don't know. I'm just there's what?
Go ahead.
Their mission statement from the beginning, Guardians, was we're gonna give you characters that you've never really seen before, and you're gonna love it. So I think they're gonna stay that course, and they're gonna because there are people who read Guardians, maybe not the casual fans.
Well, yeah, we're talking about casual moviegoers.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about Guardians, that it's a movie that no one knew about and it hit big.
Yeah. So I don't know. I still think it's going to be someone that was made in Guardians.
So as my wheels begin to turn, two things popped in my head. What if, and I don't think this is the case, but what if Marvel has Fantastic Four rights back and they tell us, and we see a little bit of Johnny Storm and Mr. Fantastic.
I don't think that. I think that's
that'd kill the box office.
One out of
crush it.
Yeah, but no.
Secondly, more plausible and kind of in line with what I've talked about for years now. Hulk's out there floating around in space, and they link up with him, and then they lose track of him, and he ends up in Thor.
Yeah.
So, but that is I'm racking my brain to think of who could it be. I just don't think you throw out fan favorites from classic comics.
Yeah.
And then put in characters from the Guardians world, because they're not even classic. They're more newer, in the Marvel comic world. So I can't even
I think we're still gonna get more stuff at Comic-Con too, because they're done filming.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get a teaser trailer, I think.
Yeah, and then we got, it's a lot of here. Old enemies become new allies. Honestly, I've watched Guardians of the Galaxy one time.
Yeah,
I loved it, but I didn't rewatch it ever. So I have to rewatch it to kind of see who the enemies were besides the Accuser who died.
Yondu is probably going to team up with
him. But it's like, didn't he kind of already? So, yeah,
Maybe Nebula.
Maybe that could be one.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
He's really whiny though sometimes.
This gets me hooked. Yeah, I agree with you. Doctor Strange was cookie cutter. This synopsis like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Makes you think a little more.
Yeah, and then we gotta know what's on this mixtape volume 2.
Yeah.
Are we gonna jump a decade, or is it gonna be Deadpool up in this bad? What? I wonder what we're gonna get.
Yeah, no idea. I think that's gonna come out before the movie.
Oh yeah, we'll have a lot more to talk about when Comic-Con comes. All right, Sal, do we got time for a SmackDown of the week? You got a SmackDown?
No, I didn't think about that. Do you have one?
I do got a SmackDown.
No, I don't have SmackDown, but let's just really quick talk about some Suicide Squad stuff. They just wrapped up.
Okay.
They just wrapped up today, post-production. That is, I'm sure we'll see something at Comic-Con. We've seen a lot already, so nothing, major, I don't think. Oh, I bet we will see a scene at Comic-Con. I'm calling that right now. Also, they're talk about music. Their album for the movie just came out. They have a whole array of artists. I don't know if you've looked at it.
No,
Like Rick Ross, Imagine Dragons, Lil Wayne. I don't know who else, but they just came out with 2 different music videos. And not too much new footage. It's just shots we've seen that are a little bit more expanded. We're seeing a little bit more of those shots. So that's always cool because we've seen so much for the last 2 years already. You kind of know what's a little bit of an expansion. So that's exciting news. They're done with post-production. 2 more months. No, one month and a week. 1.5 months.
Yeah, it's about to be July.
Yeah. So that's my little spiel at the end. SmackDown.
So
Graphic. Okay.
My SmackDown of the week is for Spider-Man Homecoming. This cast is too big. I'm sorry. I like these people, but you got 3 villains. If that is the case, Sony / Marvel / whoever else is helping make this movie, don't mess this up. Do not mess this up. You do not need 3 villains. Please do not mess this movie up. I just have a bad feeling around my aura is that you're just about to make this Amazing Spider-Man 2. Second SmackDown, Chicago Bulls. You traded Derrick Rose.
He's gone already.
You traded our boy. How you gonna do that? Oh.
It's okay, Ben.
All right, so Sal, where can the people find us?
Hanging from the Sears Tower.
Oh, God.
On Twitter at the Ken Vlog, or on Facebook, facebook.com/thekennen.
And remember, if you heard it here, Derrick Rose probably got traded.